Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy, Sean, host of JagginOut, Jacksonville's 5th best YouTube channel. That's not the first. That's not the second. That's not the third. That's the 5th, and that's a middle finger. Straight to you, right off the bat, to Texans fans. Fuck y'all. I still hate y'all. But I know I've been on a 3-month hiatus, and I want to start this video with a serious note. I had to take a break from this channel. It was a complete madness juggling school and work. I had to take a legit mental health break. This is in all seriousness. It has been very rough on me. I've been very tired. And mental health is a serious thing to consider out there for y'all. So let's just take a moment of silence for my mental health break. Just playing, y'all. I've been drinking a lot of fucking natural lights, dog. Home of Jacksonville's 5th best YouTube channel. Unofficially sponsored by the Natural Light. We're going to catch up on the offseason real quick. That's some good natty. So we might not have the best coverage of the Jags. We might not have the best content, but we sure as hell drink the most natural lights, and we sure as hell have the best times, and we sure as hell have the best PowerPoint slides. So let's begin with JagginOut. What we're going to cover today is the champ is back, and the champ is me. I might be Jacksonville's 5th best YouTube channel, but we are on our climb to be the 4th best. I only know 5 YouTube channels in Jacksonville, 5 coverage from local coverage, and I am by far the worst, but we're out to get the other YouTubers this year. We're about to take our gloves off. I'm climbing up to 4th this year, so you all better watch out. I'm not going to throw any names out here just yet, but I'm coming for you guys. I'm gunning for you. Home of Jacksonville's 5th best. I have another YouTube channel that's the 11th best, the 5th best. We are by far the poorest. We are living in absolute poverty, but we are still giving you the best coverage. We're going to recap the offseason. We're going to go over some training camp studs, and then we're going to go over a Buckman Bridge watch, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically the likelihood that I will jump off the Buckman Bridge based off of Jacksonville Jaguar results on the field. So here you go. Let's jump right into it. So first slide. And this kind of recaps our offseason. What do all these images have in common? So you can see there on the bottom, we have a picture of Devin Lloyd. He is a stud linebacker that played for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Ooh, let me get a sip of natural real quick. We have Travis Etienne. He's a stud running back. We have Mr. Aaron Hernandez himself up there. And then we have LeBron James's hairline. So I'll give you all 10 seconds to think about it while I take a sip of the natural, the finest. All these people I work with, they just call me a degenerate, and because they're just bougie and they don't think that Natural Light's a quality beer. Well, this is the unofficial sponsor of JagginOut, and I beg to differ because this shit gets you where you want to go in a hurry. So what do all these images have in common? I'll tell you. They are all gone forever. Like Aaron Hernandez. R.I.P. The Jaguars have been pissing me the fuck off this season with some of the moves that they're making. And why I haven't made so many videos recently wasn't because of a mental health break, wasn't because of the Natural Light hitting hard. It was because of the Natural Light hitting hard. I cannot feel my feet right now. But the thing that's really ticking me off is the moves that this team is moving like a bunch of slugs. Now, I give our GM, Gladstone, who surely that guy would eat someone. I wouldn't want to be stuck in an elevator with the guy because he just creeps me out the way that he looks. Something in his dead, lifeless eyes makes me feel like everything will be okay, but he scares the shit out of me. Him, Baselli, and Mr. Duval himself, Liam Cohen, they get some good graces for what they did last year, but I don't understand these offseason moves. We had the Predator himself, Devin Lloyd. All we had to do was give this guy a little money. Are we that fucking broke that we can't get this guy any money? We let him walk. He's a Carolina Panther now. You will surely hate that, Devin Lloyd, because we loved you here in Jacksonville. Jacksonville's a nice place to live. The Panthers are dog shit. As long as they have that quarterback down there, I can't even fucking remember his name. He is an absolute bum. He was a little bit better this year. What the hell is that dude's name? Give me a second while I look this up. It is going to completely bug me, but I think one too many sips of the Natural Light may have really done me in already. Who is the Panthers quarterback? Let's look this up. Panthers QB. Oh, it's that bum, Bryce Young. Yeah, good luck with him down there, Devin Lloyd. I know you don't play on that side of the ball, but holy shit, he's not any good. You guys are going to suck. So take your bag, get your money. Of course, we let our best player walk. He was our best player on the team this year. He made a Pro Bowl. He was a second team All-Pro. That shit does not happen in Jacksonville often. That is just facts. But of course, the dude that makes All-Pro, we let him walk the very next offseason. Then you have Mr. Travis Etienne himself. I love him. My very first jersey, I had to put to rest. I had to put it out to sea burial. I can't wear it anymore to these Jaguar games, which are hot as hell, first off. Thank God they're redoing the stadium. I almost passed out last September at a Jags game. Maybe it was a lack of hydration. Maybe it was a little too much natural hit my blood. Who the hell knows? But Travis Etienne was a great running back. He was my first Jaguar jersey. Admittedly so, I've only been a fan of this team for around 6 years or so. I became a fan of this team through marriage to my lovely wife. Though I love her so much, I blame her for the torment that I have to deal with Sunday after Sunday after Sunday until the day I die, because let's be for real, the Jaguars haven't been very good. And since I've been a fan, usually how they follow up a season is with a complete pile of dog shit. So yes, I fully expect that next season. I hate to say that. I will keep it real, unlike some of these other Jaguar YouTubers out here. Usually the Jaguars follow up a good season with absolute dog shit. And I'm not looking forward to covering that, but I sure as hell will be at the game on Sundays. I do that. But he's gone as well, and it just can only coincide with these other images. Just like Aaron Hernandez, it's gone forever. We're never going to see it again. We are never going to see these cats in Jaguar uniforms again. That is just fact. Just like we are not going to see Aaron Hernandez grace God's green earth again, because that guy smoked a few people, then hung himself. It was not a good look. I feel bad he has some children left over, but man, R.I.P. Aaron Hernandez. And then also, like the supposed GOAT's hairline, it's gone forever. That shit ain't coming back unless you get some hair transplants, my dude. I'll give you some of my hair, LeBron. Just give me a cool million so I can get out of poverty. But that's the only thing I have to describe with these images altogether, is they are gone forever like Aaron Hernandez. Rest in peace, my dude. R.I.P. Moving on. This is just going to frustrate me. This is our ETN replacement, by the way. I swear to God, this team made no offseason moves. We just got rid of good players like Devin Lloyd, and we ended up signing. I don't even think we signed. We re-signed a few players. Like we extended, or we gave Monteric Brown a new contract. He's a decent player and all that, but we let a lot of guys walk. I have to check to see if Dewey Winger walked. That would just be depressing. But they signed a replacement running back for Travis Etienne. All we have at running back is Bajal Tootin. Great last name, Tootin. Love to hear it, but unproven commodity at best. And then for a minute, my wife has been watching this show, Love is Blind. That's a lie. I watch it right with her. But I thought that we signed Devin from Love is Blind. This motherfucker looks just like Devin from Love is Blind. And his name is Chris Rodriguez Jr. I have no idea who the hell this cat is. I am not even going to fucking lie. I've been seeing in Jaguar message boards, they're like, they have little cooking emojis, let Gladstone cook when we sign this guy. What in the hell are you guys smoking? And let me have some of it, because that made no goddamn sense. What is cooking? Chris Rodriguez is a bum. This dude had 112. I think he was like the starting running back for the Redskins last year. Or my bad, that was a little racist of me. The Commanders. Everyone knows they want him to go back to the Redskins. I can say that. My wife's Native American. I bang a Redskin almost every day of the week. Actually, that's a lie too. I bang a Redskin twice a week if I'm lucky. But literally, we are out here signing Chris Rodriguez Jr. That guy's a bum. And he looks exactly like Devin from Love is Blind. Maybe Chris Rodriguez Jr. in his offseason was on Love is Blind, which is great. Everyone deserves a little bit of love. That is for sure. But just like Devin from Love is Blind was blind to love because he had the hottest girl from the show, our organization is fucking blind when it comes to signing new running backs, because this guy's an absolute bum. God damn. We're starting out strong on the comeback to the Jaguars. fifth best YouTube channel, trying to make a move to fourth. But man, this offseason is really pissing me off. And now I wasn't even going to do this, but let's go over straight up what it can only be described as. We do this each week after games, but we have an offseason turd of the week. So who is the Jaguars' turd of the week? I'll let you guys think about this. There's only one guess, which is probably what we've made news of the most this offseason, was with our, and I'm just going to go out and say it, our turd of the week, and what we've made news of the most this offseason was our ridiculous draft. And one more thing, our draft class sucked hard. That's the only way I could describe it. We had 10 selections. I will say this, I don't have this up on my slide but usually this cat, Mel Kiper, he's kind of a draft expert from ESPN. And he's pretty gracious, with his draft grades. He'll give even bad drafts like a B-. Like you rarely see him give like a C, and he'll never give a D. Like most NFL organizations, they'll sign one guy or two guys that they think is an absolute steal. And this Mel Kiper cat will just give them, even if it's a bad draft class, like your old classic B-, the teacher kind of feels bad for you, so they just give you barely above what is an acceptable grade. Mel Kiper gave us like a C-, for our draft class, and it was deservingly so honestly. We didn't have a first round pick because we gave all our first round picks to the Browns to get Travis Hunter, and we don't even know how good Travis Hunter is going to end up being. That's just facts. I hope he's good. He seems like a nice kid. He likes to fish, which I support. I like going fishing myself, but as far as a football player, we have no idea what Travis Hunter is going to be. We've only seen glimpses. He does have a lot of potential, but we gave away a lot of draft capital, so we didn't have a first round draft pick, which is probably a good thing because we are terrible at drafting. We will draft some of the craziest people in the first round that end up being complete dog shit or mid as fuck. I wouldn't say dog shit, mid as fuck. But we were waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting on draft day all the way until the second round, pick number 56. And I can only describe who we picked as in pick number 56 is like this. It's like, you think back to if there's men watching this channel, which surely there are. I can imagine a lot of females watching this channel. Imagine the time when you lost your virginity. You were waiting for it and waiting for it and waiting for it. The day was coming. Your girlfriend or whoever it was saying, we're going to do it on prom night. And you were just waiting all this time, for that moment to happen. And it all led up to what can only be described as a terrible 10-second experience where it was both awkward and uncomfortable for everyone that was involved, and you were just praying for the moment to be over. That is pretty much how I describe the Jaguars' second draft pick in Nate Borkature. It is the biggest nut buster in the entire history of drafting. This dude fucking sucks. I hate to say it. I have his stats down here. This guy wasn't projected to get drafted until the 5th fucking round. And of course the Jaguars had to make a ace in the hole move by this let Gladstone cook bullshit. They had to go out and draft Nate Borkature, a guy that was a 5th round draft pick that played 5 years in college between Nebraska and Texas A&M, who in his 5 years of college football, he had a whopping 19 receptions with 3 touchdowns and about 198 yards receiving. For reference, by the way, there was 4 or 5 tight ends drafted after this cat. Jaguar organization, I am telling you right now, I'm going to look up and remember all those fucking names. This guy better be better than all those fucking tight ends. I don't care. If this guy is just a blocking tight end, we could have got this motherfucker in the 5th round. But of course, the Jaguars are doing Jaguars things, and they draft this dude in the 5th round. This dude better be elite at blocking. There better not be one holding call against this dude in his entire career if you're going to take him 2nd overall, because he brings nothing to the receiving game. This guy will not catch any passes. And we have Brenton Strange on our team, which, if you haven't watched any of my other videos, I took every Jags player, put an AI filter on them, and made them into a female. Brenton Strange is strangely hot for a female. So I really don't understand the Jags move with this Nate Borkature guy. And then we ended up drafting another tight end at round 5. Like, we have a significant hole at tight end. Wake up. We literally don't have any running backs that are any good. I'm not sold on Bajal Toot and this Chris Rodriguez cat. We lost a all-pro linebacker. We didn't end up drafting a running back, I think, in this draft class. No, we did not. And we didn't end up drafting a linebacker until, what round was it? It was a guy from Duke. I remember that. Wesley Williams, he was a defensive end. I think he might have played a little bit of linebacker in college. It was like the 4th or 5th round. And we got an edge from Washington. Who the hell knows what they were doing in this draft class? And they got universally panned, and it's just frustrating. That was my turd of the week, but there was an even bigger turd in the offseason than this gigantic piece of shit of a draft class, and that was whatever the hell this was right here. You guys almost killed me with this bullshit. Look at what you did to our quarterback for a week. Thank God this ended up being a whole ruse and a whole play and all for show. But my God, they made our starting quarterback look like Ellen DeGeneres with the jawline. It was an absolute madness that was going on there. His hair, don't ever do that to my guy again. And two, honestly, let me get a sip of the natural. And two, before you guys end up cutting Trevor Lawrence's hair again, you need to consult me because I would like a lock of it. What I am going to do with that lock is my business and my business alone. But it will certainly be my precious. That is for goddamn sure. And I am just pissed that they would even went on and did this stunt because for like a week we were just getting shit on by Texans fans. And there's nothing worse than getting shit on by Texans fans because those guys are a bunch of dumbasses. I fucking hate them. And I had to listen to them jawing and I had to listen to their gums flapping in my ears about how our quarterback looked like Ellen DeGeneres. And I couldn't really disagree. I didn't really have too many comebacks for it. So thank God this ended up being just a whole bunch of bullshit. And he actually still has his luscious locks of love. Whew, I'm getting worked up about this video. But this offseason, man, it just kills me what's going on with this team. I really don't see a whole lot going on well with this team. I do want to go to training camp later this summer. Right now, there's not a lot going on in news with the Jaguars or really the NFL. The Jaguars had a very quiet offseason, not missing out on a whole lot. I will try to do weekly coverage, at least one video about the Jaguars, but the only good stuff that's emerging right now is they're having OTAs right now, which is, they're running around in shorts and t-shirts, no pads. So it's kind of really hard to assess like how well these players are playing or, are they going to have a breakout season or have some players improved? But there have been positive reports about this guy coming out, which is surprising to me. It's the return of BTJ, his sorry ass. That's what I have titled on this slide. The return of BTJ's sorry ass. This man, if you haven't watched my channel before, I love the Jaguars. I will root and support for any. All right, let me speak English. I will root and support any player as long as they wear a Jaguars jersey. As long as they are in teal, I will support you. Just like I have a child, just like I support my child. I love him. I will nurture him. I will be supportive. I will root for him in every endeavor. But at the same time, just like my child, who I love, and my wife as well, categorizing both in there, just like I love and support them and nurture them and care for them, they can piss me the fuck off sometimes. That is just fair. And no one pisses me off more than Brian Thomas Jr. This man single-handedly sunk not one, not two, but 3 fantasy football leagues I was in. I literally drafted this motherfucker because of the shit he did the year before. I needed a wide receiver, and he was available in the second round in most of my drafts, and I took him. Boy, was that a mistake. I lost $300 because of you, Brian Thomas Jr., and I'm coming for my money now. I am not going to lie. I am coming like every single dude in a Malia Khalifa special video. I am coming for you, Brian Thomas Jr., and I want my fucking money because you owe me, dude, for sucking last year. Holy shit. You couldn't catch a football. You were afraid to get hurt. You wouldn't come across the middle, the lack of effort, the whining on the sidelines. Boy, you pissed me off. It's like you have butterfingers for hands. God damn, dude. But the reports emerging out of Jacksonville are that this cat is actually catching the football. I saw him burn one of our defenders on a couple clips. I think it was 2 clips I was watching highlight wise of OTAs. You have to be a real Jaguars fan to watch OTA highlights. But yeah, this cat was catching the ball, making some plays in OTAs. We don't know what's going to happen when the pads come on and he actually gets hurt. Maybe he's just like an elite flag football player because he doesn't like contact and he can just play knowing he's going to not get hurt and just burn fools. Who knows? But it's good to see him playing well. Also, another guy that's been playing really well is he didn't play at all last year because we drafted him, but he got hurt pretty much immediately, is a cornerback, Caleb Ransaw, another second-round pick, a justifiable second-round pick that we made 2 seasons ago now. Not this last draft, but the draft before that. It might have even been 3 years ago, but this guy's been playing pretty well in training camp, flying around out there. I forget the knee injury. I think he had a knee injury. It might have been an ankle. I don't know. Probably a knee, but yeah, he was flying around. I saw him make an interception today. I don't know who was throwing the ball. Hopefully it wasn't Jacksonville Jesus himself, Trevor Lawrence, with his beautiful hair flowing in the wind. But those are some good news, I guess, good things that are emerging out of OTAs, but not a whole lot else to report. I'm going to try to make it to the actual training camp based on my schedule. That should be coming up here sometime in the summer, maybe closer to August. You're not allowed to film at those, unfortunately, which stinks, but yeah, we'll just wrap up this video with my Buckman Bridge watch. So if you're unaware of what my Buckman Bridge watch is, it's the likelihood of myself jumping off the Buckman Bridge, which connects the nice side of Jacksonville to the shitty side of Jacksonville, which I currently live on the shitty side of Jacksonville in poverty, as you can see here. But I'm soon going to be moving over to... No, I will still be on the shitty side of Jacksonville. I'm moving to a less shittier part of the shittier part of Jacksonville. But there is a bridge that connects these, which we drive over frequently. And sometimes after Jacksonville Jaguar games, I'm just thinking to myself, maybe I'll just fuck it. Today's the day. But right now, I will say I am concerned. There is serious, considerable concern with my Jaguars. And I will say that bridge is starting to look good again, my friends, because surely we are loading a 4-13 season. Here we come. From my experience as a Jaguars fan, we always follow up good seasons, which good seasons for us isn't like making it to a AFC championship or winning the Super Bowl. It's like making the playoffs and being competitive. We follow up a good Jaguar season with absolute dog shit. That wouldn't surprise me one bit, and I don't want to be cynical. I'm just being realistic because at the end of the day, what have we done to make this football team better overall? We've just lost players. We've lost a key piece on offense. I don't think people really gave Etienne his flowers. On his best day, he was a very good running back. There is not too many running backs in this league that are better than Etienne. He's at least a top 10 running back. That's an upper end running back in the league. And we are replacing him with Bajal Tootin, who's very unproven. I wish you the best. He'll probably end up being the full-time starter with Chris Rodriguez, whoever the hell he is, supplementing him. But that's a big loss, and even bigger losses on defense. Who the hell is going to fill in for Devin Lloyd? I have no fucking clue. We drafted Jack Kaiser from Notre Dame. I'm a huge Notre Dame fan, and I will tell you, Jack Kaiser is no Devin Lloyd. Jack Kaiser is a white dude that's built like me, and Devin Lloyd is a freak fucking athlete that is built like the Predator and will track down and kill whoever he lays his sights on. And was getting a bunch of interceptions last year, but we let the man walk. So I don't see our team being better next year. You better sure as hell hope that our quarterback keeps playing the way he did the second half of the year, which is still, I love Trevor Lawrence. I am the biggest Trevor Lawrence defender on planet Earth. I literally want to have a lock of his hair. But at the same time, if he does not play at an elite level, which he did towards the last 8 games of last year, and if he goes back and regresses to kind of his normal mid area, we will not be good next year. We will be terrible. So I really hope, we do something, maybe make a move or two. Other teams are making moves. They've been signing, the Rams signed Aaron Donald. They somehow, for whatever the reason, we are in financial trouble. We are unable to make moves, but somehow the Rams with their structure and wages and all that and contracts, they're able to sign guys like was it Troy McDuffie, a cornerback from the Chiefs, and they're able to go out and get Aaron Darnold, or my bad, not Aaron Darnold. He used to play for them. That was dumb. Myles Garrett. My apologies on that. Getting old in the brain. They are able to go out and get Myles Garrett from the Browns, and they're able to make it fit within their contract structure and their wages, but we can't ever do those moves in Jacksonville. It makes no sense to me. It is who we are. I hope for the best next year. I will be in attendance week in and week out regardless because I love the Jaguars. They're in my blood. I'm true blue. This blue that's radiating on me is not light. It's just natural blue light from the heavens because I am Jacksonville's 5th best YouTuber. This is just the blue aura and glow that I have, but that's it. I think I've had one too many natural lights. We're going to sign out. Home of Jacksonville's 5th best YouTube coverage. That, once again, is not the first. It is not the second. It is not the third. It is the 5th. And one final fuck you all to you Texans fans. I'm coming for y'all. You guys fucking blow. You have a dumpster can of a quarterback that will single-handedly tank the team again. And I will eat your tears of sorrow for breakfast, dinner, and lunch while you guys cry as you once again fail to win a NFL championship. Or they're the only team in NFL history not to make an AFC championship. Fucking crazy. How much they shit on us as Jaguar fans when our teams made it further than them. Fuck y'all. Have a good day. Take care. I'm out.
Jacksonville. The community. Ball. How do we